What is going on, y'all? In today's video, we are going over the brand new Creator Series Cloud Breakers in the Horizon plastic. Let's get it.
The plastic on these Cloud Breakers feels pretty close to the Cloud Breaker 3s, and from the profile you can see these things are like dog bowls. They're so domey.
So I'm out here in Milan City Park, gonna play a 9-hole Cloud Breaker only round. I'm gonna bounce around to 9 different holes, not necessarily gonna play the front 9 or the back 9, just gonna bounce around to 9 different holes at the park and pick some different holes that'll show y'all exactly what these Cloud Breakers can do. I've literally brought these two Cloud Breakers and my 2 putters. So, awesome. Starting with hole 1. Hole 1 is 237 feet. I think I'm gonna go forehand on this one, just because the backhand doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think I'm gonna go this blue one because it's slightly flatter than the black rim one. The black rim one is a domey boy or girl. We don't know. Not getting into that. Not getting into that topic of discussion. Oh, the wind got it and it knocked it down. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that was awful. Trying to throw it a little more nose down. Headwind's trying to get it. There we go. Now go in. Oh my gosh, okay. All right. Now I've heard some other reviewers and other people talk about the Cloud Breaker and are dubbing it the most overstable run of all the Cloud Breakers. And it's a good thing that it's kind of windy today because we'll actually be able to test that out and put it up against a pretty strong headwind and see how it holds up. Yes, I'm taking my second shot because in Tennessee, we do a little something called Tennessee twos that you've probably heard Eagles say. And so I'm taking my second shot, especially since I haven't warmed up at all. Let's see how they putt. From 3 feet, these Cloud Breakers feel great for putting. I mean, just dead center every time. Going straight over to hole 2. Gonna try and give this blue one some redemption for hole 1. Pretty stiff headwind. It's downhill 283 feet, so I'm just gonna tone down on it. I also wanted to give y'all a combination of short and long holes to kind of give an example of how these discs are toned down with somebody with a little bit slower arm speed as opposed to somebody who can bomb 7,000 feet. I do not like forehanding in headwinds. Oh, go in. Okay, a little short. Held up though, and it dumped hard. It never turned over. Left it a little short. I didn't want to hit it too hard because it is a 12-speed driver. Also, that headwind was kind of scaring me. All right, first real putt of the day. Probably about like 28 feet. Oh, nice. 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 I've also barely thrown these discs before filming this video, and so I actually am really curious to see like how much the stability varies between colors, because a lot of times manufacturers will have different stabilities among the same mold depending on which color you get. So we'll see how the stability holds up between the blue and the black. So we've jumped over to hole 7. It's a little up here. Whoa, up here? It's actually down here. I'm in the south. T-Sign says it's 384, plays a little uphill. That's what I was trying to say. So it plays a little bit more around like 400. So I'm gonna throw this blue one. I'm gonna wait for this guy to walk past me so I don't decapitate him. Oh my gosh, okay, oh. Let's OB. We're not gonna form any opinions on the flight of the disc off of that throw at all. So we're gonna throw the black one and just hope it's better than that one. That's way better. Okay, interesting. Very short. I toned down on it just so I didn't yank it OB. But that carried a lot straighter than I thought it would. It did not flip at all. It got to flat, like I threw it pretty flat and it stayed very, very straight and then dumped at the end. So, I don't know. So fun fact, I literally stepped like 10 feet off the tee box and it completely switched into a direct headwind. I don't know why it did that, considering I'm literally throwing in a wide open field, but I creamed that light pole, and so I'm directly in line with it off the tee box, so gonna throw a little upshot and try and save par. I mean, it's like 20 feet because it's overstable. I'm gonna put this video out. I'm holding myself to it, but it is embarrassing. These are my first shots of the day. I just got out of the car, okay? I'm gonna give myself a break. I'm not gonna be so hard on myself. Headwind putt, save a bogey. Ayo, left side. High, okay. I'm telling you, Cloudbreakers putt pretty good. We hopped straight over to hole 9, which is directly next to hole 7. It's basically the same exact hole, just opposite. It's a pretty consistent wind directionally, just not on 7's tee box. Gonna pop this one out to the right, flat, and just hope it hyzers before the OB. I think it should though. Okay, yeah, she's stable. A little early. It's probably about like 35 feet. I'm gonna throw this blue one on a forehand. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's stable. Oh, and the wind. Oh, awful ground play, but that was sick. Okay. I mean, these discs, I don't know how much the wind is playing with them, but these discs are not flipping at all. Here's the crazy thing. These discs are not flipping at all, but they're carrying so straight and then dumping so hard. Like they feel very, very, very controllable. Because I'm hitting them at probably about 65 to 70% power on forehand and backhand. They're getting to about that 300 mark and then just, I'm starting to really like these. Okay, so the black one skipped to probably actually about 40 feet, maybe 45, maybe a little bit longer. But you can see the blue one's right there. And if it had gotten any skip, it was gonna be parked. Drop. Oh, dang it. There it is. Oh, all right. Wow. So after a long walk, we're over here at hole 12, and God bless America. Flag is showing you what the wind is doing. 480 feet. It's pretty flat for about 350, and then it drops off to a hanging basket. It plays as a par 4. If you get a good drive on this one, you can normally get an eagle look. But I'm gonna throw the black one on a slight turnover, try and miss the light pole in the middle. Okay, I didn't turn it at all. Almost hit the light pole. Okay, that showed the stability pretty good. I mean, these discs aren't flipping. Okay, I'm gonna throw the blue one, try and correct. Get a little bit more ante on it. Okay, I hit that on ante, but really low. That was such a bad shot. I overcorrected. Okay. Okay, so we got down over the hill. But I mean, these things are like, that really showed its stability. Because I mean, yeah, that was a direct left to right crosswind, and it did not budge at all. So this basket is kind of guarded by these weird trees that it's hanging on. So I'm gonna just try and pop this blue one right around the left side to give us a putt. Oh my guys. I didn't commit. I hugged myself. Anybody else do that? You just hug yourself on forehands and don't like rotate your shoulders at all, or get your arm out beside you, or do any of the fundamentals of a forehand and just forget how to play disc golf. Let's see if we can correct. I mean, about 40 feet into a right to left crosswind. Don't really have an excuse. This is the most embarrassing display of my disc golf skills ever. So after a very disappointing par on that hole 13, 410 feet uphill, the basket is tucked like underneath those cedars out there around the softball field. It's a par 4. This is another one that you can normally get an eagle look on. Normally for the eagle, I'm going like Big Annie and sweeping towards the basket, but there's a huge right to left on this hole. And so I think I'm gonna try and like hit one flat through this gap over the field. There we go, you should be able to see a little bit better now. This blue one feels like it might be a little bit, like a tick less stable than the black one. I'm one of those guys that like you can kind of, like I feel like you can kind of feel whether or not a disc is less stable or not, but also not due to my consistency of throwing, but on a couple of different throws, this one seems to stretch a little bit longer than the black one. So that it won't dump out too early, I'm gonna throw the blue one on my first shot, but I'll throw the black one just to see the flight. Oh my gosh, I hit it. What the crap? Oh my gosh, so frustrating. All right, well, I ripped over on that. All right, kind of try and go flat with this, with the black one. Sorry, y'all. Okay, straight into the fence or right over it into the OB. We're gonna add a hole. So we're calling that hole a wash. I literally threw both discs OB, and so I didn't want to go get them and play from where I was at, where I went OB, because just didn't want to, lazy. So now we have jumped over to hole 15. We've played 5 holes, we got 4 holes left, and so we're just gonna play 15, 16, 17, 18 in succession to finish out the 9 holes. Hole 15 is 483 feet. Basket is down there right past this row of trees. Normally, if you want to go for the eagle play, you're going kind of up the middle, and I think that's what I'll do. Now we're going kind of towards 13's tee box, and so it's kind of left to right head, so I'm going to throw the black one because I believe it has extra stability. Okay. Okay, it's stable. I'm not throwing hard today for some reason. Okay, now that one flipped up. That was an absolute yank, but that one flipped up a little bit more. Actually, to be completely honest, I worked pretty much a night shift. I went into work this morning at 1 a.m. and got off at around 8 o'clock. Went home, showered, got the phone and the discs, and came out to the course. So I'm gonna blame it on that. Nah. Okay, I gotta hurry because my phone is dying. I'm gonna throw a Toro on this upshot just so I can prove to myself that I can actually like play. I'm gonna try and hit this little gap with the forehand. Maybe give it a little bid. Do it. Hi. See, I know how to play. I know how to play. Now, let's see if it's just a Cloudbreaker isn't good on upshots. Oh my God, okay. It was almost good on upshots. Or it is good on upshots. Oh, that's English. Birdie. What are we, 1 down through 6 or something? Jeez. Hole 16 has a 700 foot, it's normally a par 5 on the normal layout, but on the advanced layout on UDisc, it plays as a par 4. So it's a right to left tailwind. Maybe you can see that. The blue one's been a little bit more understable. I think it proved itself on the last hole. Maybe I just threw it bad, who knows. But we're gonna throw it in this right to left tail, and hopefully I just wanna get past the ditch, like right on the crest of that hill. Okay, Yankee Doodle. Bye-bye. Why am I doing that? That's interesting. Gonna throw the black one too. Okay, that was way better. Yeah, that thing is beef. That thing is stable. Okay, I'm marking this one with a mini since the other one is way over there. I'm gonna throw this one on a forehand because obviously there's a pond over there to the left, and I do not want to throw my new cloud breakers in the water. That would be really sad to do a disc review and lose it. So throwing it on the forehand, pretty good tailwind, probably about 320 to 350 out. Forehands have been feeling kind of decent today, so. Swing. Swing. Okay, hopefully it sat on that little hill. I gripped it a little bit, but I think it should be safe. It rolled a B. Ooh. Oh. Saved a par. I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Hole 17, 273 over water. Let's see what happens. Drop. Okay, well that's super safe. And I do not want to throw my new cloud breakers in the water. That would be really sad to do a disc review and lose it. Unbelievable. I should have stopped while I was ahead. Oh my God, this water's freezing. Okay, well I found something else. Found a cosmic wave. And here's something else. Star Destroyer. And now comes the really fun part. About to get like actually wet. Shorts are in. Oh my God, this water's freezing. And I'm sinking to the bottom. Oh my God, this water's freezing, y'all. Oh my God, it's so cold. Oh my God, I'm gonna get stuck in the mud. I'm literally gonna get stuck in the mud. No, what? Hold on. All right, we're floating. It's not that bad. Okay, made it to the other side. I have to find this disc. Okay, there's something. I'm gonna try and grab it with my toes. Oh, this feels like a wide wind driver. Please, for the love of God. Oh no. Is it? Okay, go here by my feet. Yes! 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 Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I might as well baptize myself right now. Oh my God, don't roll in the water. Don't. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay, now that I'm soaking wet, let's putt and finish this daggum video before I die of hypothermia. No freaking disc left behind. None. Now for a soaking wet birdie putt. Yep, wouldn't expect anything less. Made that one.
No, God,
I'm not putting the cloud breaker. I'm not. Well, guys, we I just want to cry. I'm not going to. We made it to hole 18, last hole. Go throw the black stable guy. Left to right headwind. Hole 18 is a par 5 normal layout, 600 feet, but advanced layout, it plays par 4, so we're playing as a par 4. Gonna just try and bomb it out there through these trees, get out to the right, set up an easy hyzer to the basket, and hopefully tap in a birdie. I'd really like a birdie to end this video. That'd be nice. Okay, really low. Really low. You couldn't even see the flight. Good Lord. Throw the blue one now. This ought to be the best shot this disc has ever seen after it was just rescued. Oh, that's so good. Okay. I hope it didn't go behind that tree too much. That's a certified bomber. I'm gonna have to include some B-roll footage at the end of this video of the actual disc flying when I can throw, when I'm not soaking wet. But for the sake of the 9-hole challenge, that we're just gonna continue on. I'm actually very shocked I found that disc that fast. I've thrown discs in that water before and like did stuff like that and you just don't find them. So I think I'm just gonna like fan grip it out towards the right side of that shed and just let it hyzer in, and hopefully the wind will just knock it straight down. Actually, I'm gonna go kind of big spiky guy. Oh, I yanked it so bad. That's like 100 feet away from the basket. Oh my God, get me in the car. Okay, going. Headwind, gonna run it because I got to. Drop, okay. Alrighty, we are out of here. So as you can probably tell, I went home and I changed because I was soaking wet because I went swimming, but she's here. Unlike earlier, I just threw my entire bag to get a couple warm-up shots in just to remember what it's like to throw a disc. So I'm gonna throw these out there, just way out into the field, throw them kind of flat to start with and just see what they do. Starting with the blue guy. Okay, I threw that, I feel like pretty flat. Maybe a little Anheuser. Probably a little bit of Anheuser. But it came out and rode right, but at the very end of the flight came all the way out and flexed out. I'm gonna try and hit this one a little bit flatter just to get true flight characteristics. There we go, don't hit the light pole, okay. Okay, so see now that one is beefcake. I mean, that one is stout. Now I'm gonna hit this blue one on like a little bit of hyzer maybe, because it seems to be a touch flippier. Not flippy by any means, but a touch more understable than the black one. So we're gonna see what it does. Okay. Yeah, that one's a little bit bombier. So I don't know if I can speak for every single one of the blue ones, but I would say that if you're looking for something that will give you just a touch of flip, but still have a lot of dump at the end, maybe try out a blue one. I don't know. Might not be as PD2-ish or Stable Destroyer-ish right out of the box. But I have a feeling if you're looking for that, if you're looking for just big stable guy, probably go with the Super Domi black ones. This one I'm gonna try and hit maybe on a little baby Annie towards that big tree on the left and just see how much it'll ride and how far we can get it. Oh, yeah, I put it up there and it comes out so fast. It's a little nose up for sure. Now just for comparison, I'm gonna throw this first run Creator Series Cloudbreaker that Lord dyed up for me and see how it flies compared to the new run. Yeah, see that one's got a little bit of pop up to it, but still fades at the end, but not, it has a little bit more pop up than I would say the blue one does. So I think the new Cloudbreaker is a good older brother to the first run of Cloudbreakers. The first run of Cloudbreakers, depending on the color you got, most of them were not flippy, but were definitely more understable right out of the box to where you could definitely flex them out and get some big distance, as opposed to something that's more utility to where if you're looking for something that's controllable, that'll stretch about 300 to 350 and then start to dump. So now I think I'm gonna go grab them one more time. I'm gonna throw them on some forehands and then give you my final thoughts. Oh my God, hit it. Thank you. I was on a pretty good amount of hyzer right at the hand. I dropped my shoulder a little bit, but still had that bite to it. Yeah, that one came out of my hand flat, and I mean just 150 to 200 feet out there, started hyzering. So I'm pretty certain at this point that my blue one is a touch less stable than the black one. Once again, big shout out to Lure Discs for hooking me up with these cloud breakers. The global drop for the cloud breaker in the Horizon Plastic will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. So I guess that would be 9 a.m. Mountain Time, Discmania time is what it really should be called. You can go to lorediscs.com, that is L-O-R-E. I don't need to spell, y'all can spell. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., go to the website, Central Standard Time. So tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, that's April 12th, go to the website, go to lorediscs.com, pick you up some new plastic. Oh, and I almost forgot. You can actually go on there and you can add on custom mini lure stamps on the bottom. You can get bottom stamp lure. They have a variety of different foils and colors and all that kind of stuff. So add that on. So not only will you be rocking a new plastic, you'll be rocking a dope company too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of Chase Cooper Disc Golf. If you like the video, drop a like. Leave in the comments, what do you think is missing from disc reviews nowadays? Let me know what you'd like to see in the next one for the next disc drop. And we'll see what we can do. But for today, that's all I've got for y'all. Go follow me on social media, links in the description. Also, Lure Discs is in the description as well. Okay, love y'all, bye.